Hi everyone, it's Linnea for Erin Lee Creative. Today I'm going to be using two dies that were recently released. I love these nested or nesting stars dies. They're so pretty, and when I saw them, I immediately thought of doing a simple galaxy. I love to watercolor, and I love galaxies, but I have not yet mastered watercoloring a real galaxy. It's something I'm practicing, but not something that I'm really good at yet. So I'm going to show you an easy peasy way to get a fun background galaxy look. I have some shimmer watercolors here. They're just some watercolors that I happen to like, but you could use any shimmer watercolors that should work on black cardstock. Even some mattes would work on black cardstock. I'm just dipping in my paintbrush into the paints and just spattering onto my background. And I'm kind of using a bunch of colors of the rainbow. I do want to mention that the size of your brush is going to alter the size of your spatter. So I started first with a size 4 watercolor brush, and the spatter was just too fine. And so I upped it to a size 8 watercolor brush, and I'm liking the bigger droplets this way. So just keep that in mind, that the bigger your brush, the bigger your droplets are going to be. I'm using some reds, some purples. I'm even going to bring in some greens, and then I finish off with some silver. And look at that. Doesn't that just look like a fun galaxy? And you could die cut this if you wanted to. I considered die cutting it with these nesting stars dies, but I ended up keeping that as a full background. So these nesting stars dies from Erin Lee Creative do cut apart. So you don't have to make them cut 3 stars, so you could just have them cut the 2. But I thought, why not? Why not keep them together and get all 3 stars? I pulled them apart, and I'm going to kind of play around with placement, but in the end, I ended up going with having all of them kind of tucked back together in the original way I die cut them. I think that it ended up looking super fun. I also used the Yes Girl word die. This was one that I had cut from gold holographic cardstock for my last design team project and ended up not using it. And I thought, hey, what goes better with a galaxy than some gold holographic cardstock? So I'm going to stack that together and just kind of mess around with my placement a little bit more here. To make that die stand out, what I ended up doing was cutting 4 of the Yes Girl word dies from black cardstock, stacking them together, and then I added the gold holographic die cut on top. So altogether I have 5 layers of cardstock that's really going to pop up the sentiment and make it stand out against the white nesting stars and that fun sparkly background. I'm using just a fine tip glue to kind of add some dots of glue to the back of my sentiment, and then I'll put that onto the front of my card, and that's going to finish this. You could add some gems if you wanted to, but I thought that background was glittery enough, and then with the gold holographic cardstock on top, I didn't want to take away from that sentiment with any additional gems. So I just positioned that die right on top, and then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella shimmer pen and just kind of color all over the white nesting stars die cuts. Everything else kind of had some shine. The background is sparkly from those shimmer watercolors, and the sentiment is shiny from the gold holographic cardstock. I thought the white stuck out a little bit without any shimmer, so I'm just going to go over this star a couple times and really coat that up with the shimmer, and that is going to complete this card. So I hope you've liked this easy galaxy tutorial. This is kind of a cheater galaxy tutorial. I promise I'll share a real one with you once I master that technique. All of the Erin Lee Creative products that I've used in today's video are listed and linked below in the video description. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!